Sent to y'all today on the material of hempcrete. So you might be wondering, what is hempcrete? Hempcrete is essentially an alternative biomaterial to concrete, which can be used in construction and insulation purposes. So it is very favorable in a sense of construction, just because it is a recyclable material and also it reduces a lot of carbon emissions. Alright, so about hemp. So hemp is a very versatile plant that has actually been used to make many materials dating thousands of years back in ancient Japan to make paper, cosmetics, food, textiles, and even rope. These are just a few examples. Alright, so if we dive deeper, the main part of the hemp plant, which is used to make this hempcrete, is hemp chive, which is essentially a woody tissue part of the hemp plant. Like I previously mentioned before, the building industry contributes a lot of CO2 emissions, so this material is becoming very favorable right now, and there's currently a lot of research around making this more of a larger scale material. Alright, so how is it made? So first of all, it's made from the hemp chives here, and then also it is used with a binder, typically such as lime, and then also it is mixed with water, and that is how you have hempcrete formed. Now, lime is a very favorable material in making the hempcrete just because it absorbs water, unlike other binders, and it is also a natural material as well. Now, of course, the binder doesn't look like pure limestone. It actually undergoes this process right here in which it becomes a powdered lime or hydrated lime. Alright, so this is just a little composition makeup of hempcrete. So it's a mix of what it is afterwards. So this calcium most likely came from the binder, and then these here probably came from the hemp itself. Alright, so this is essentially what the hempcrete looks like. It consists of the hemp solid and also the lime solid. And then these holes right here are to represent the material. It is a very porous structure just because of the process of making it. And then this green right here is the hemp sheaves. Alright, so what are some of its capabilities? So starting off, it has high thermoconductivity, basically meaning that it is a really good insulator. This graph right here just shows multiple samples, and basically the samples with higher density had higher specific heat capacity. Alright, so the strength. So hempcrete actually has varying strength depending on the binder that you use to make it, and also just its composition makeup. As you can see here in these two graphs, the strength really varies and it really depends on whatever it is made out of. So hempcrete is also great for absorbing sound. This is just because of its gradient of the material, especially in the lime binder, making it able to absorb sound. Another great property of hempcrete is that it is a really good insulator. This reduces costs for builders and also for homeowners. It saves them on their bills for sure, just because of it prevents thermal bridging. In short terms, the hemp doesn't allow heat to pass through the material. Alright, so bulk density. So hempcrete actually isn't the strongest material, but as you can see here, as pore diameter increases, the strength decreases. So luckily, density is a factor that can be controlled. Alright, so these are advantages and disadvantages of hempcrete. So obviously, it's a biomaterial, it can store CO2, it's easy to grow, it comes from the ground, it's very energy efficient, it's lightweight, but its cons is that it has low load-bearing support, so essentially you can't use it to build larger structures such as roads or bridges. Its makeup is super inconsistent, so that causes a lot of regulatory issues as well. And then if it has prolonged exposure to water, it can actually cause issues. Alright, so what are some applications? So first of all, it is used in flooring. This here is a picture of what it looks like when it's finished. It's used as an insulator. Like I said previously, it can be used as an insulator in houses, in buildings, whatever, and it also absorbs sound, so that's why it is so great. Next up, it is used for walls. Same reason as why it might be used as an insulator. It can also reduce house pollutants as well and absorb CO2 inside your house, so also really good for you as well. These are just a few examples of buildings that have been used made by hempcrete. So this is actually the tallest building that was built from hempcrete. It's a 12-story building in Cape Town, South Africa. It's a hotel. This is what it looks like on the inside. This is a 3D printed house, which is in the process of being built right now. And then this is also another house. Its floors and walls were made from hempcrete. And then these are just more houses that were built from hempcrete. So yeah, that's it.